I was reading some of your comments in the paper this morning. I mean, a little bit vitriolic, don't you think? I mean, a lot of people who are getting in touch with us this morning are just finding that this has been such a nasty business, it's turning them off politics altogether.
Yeah, I think there are two types of people. There are those who respect Boris Johnson and those who know him and deal with him and know that he is an absolute charlatan. He's a liar, he's debased standards in public life, he had no integrity. That speech, I thought, yesterday was an utter disgrace because it was all, the herd have moved against me, this is really wrong, I've done nothing wrong myself, no contrition. I understand why some people, if they're his supporters and they will have a little bit of human sympathy for him, that's understandable. But the fact is that those in the Conservative Party who were led by him to an 80-seat majority, those who have to deal with him day in, day out, week in, week out, they turned on him because they knew they'd made a pact with the devil and they've got to take some responsibility for that. But the devil was completely out of control and it was just a lie and a scandal too far. And he did go out, not with a bang, but a pincher, because they revolted over him putting in charge of them somebody who was considered to be a predator.
He's gone now. The question is, I suppose, when he will actually move, the removal van will actually turn up to 10 Downing Street. What do you think should happen next in the next few weeks? Only probably 6 or 8 weeks before we have another Conservative leader who will simply walk into number 10. What do you think Boris should do in the meantime?
Yeah, I think, and hopefully the 1922 committee of Tory MPs will give us a short 6-week campaign rather than a long 3-month campaign when they meet on Monday. It's quite normal, it's got to be said, for a Prime Minister to stay on as a caretaker, not normally appointing a virtually new cabinet as he had to yesterday. But I think the circumstances of his departure, the fact he had to be dragged kicking and screaming, that, as he described himself, he was a bit like a Japanese soldier left over after the end of the war, who didn't realise it was over. I could see the case. I genuinely see the case for him going out early and Dominic Raab, the Deputy Prime Minister, who said he won't stand in the Tory leadership contest, taking over as the caretaker. I think that might be better. I also understand why it's complicated when Boris Johnson has a big party bash organised in Chequers at the end of this month for celebrate his wedding, and that he'd have to pay and book for his own venue if he's not Prime Minister, so he may want to hang on for that. But I do think, given the circumstances of his departure and the fact that he didn't see the writing on the wall and he became so vindictive, sacking Michael Gove and others, I understand why quite a few Tory MPs think he should be out immediately and put in a caretaker.